We're gonna make Tuscan bean skillet. This will be for my lunches this week. First, we're going to start off with a half a cup of low sodium chicken broth. And then we are going to sprinkle a half a teaspoon unflavored gelatin. And this is beef gelatin powder. It's paleo diet friendly, RGBH free, keto diet friendly. It's from grass-fed beef. So half teaspoon, sprinkle it on top of the broth, and then we're just going to set that aside. Then we have a pound of ground turkey. I use the 93.7. The leaner, the better. And I'm going to put some gloves on because I have nails and I do not like getting the stuff under my nails. So to the turkey, we are going to add 4 cloves of finely chopped garlic, 1 tablespoon plus 1.5 teaspoons of ground paprika, a tablespoon of cold water, 3/4 teaspoon of fennel seeds, 3/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper, and then 3/4 of a teaspoon crushed red pepper flakes. Those are completely optional. They will not make or break the recipe. And then a half a teaspoon of sea salt, which I have already measured out. Water. And then we are going to mix that around. And you don't want to over mix the ground turkey because then it'll get kind of tough. You just want to make sure everything is incorporated in. So all of that's incorporated in. Now we're going to take it over to the stove and start cooking. Now we're going to heat up our skillet. You want it deep enough because we're going to be adding kale to it and beans. So 1 tablespoon of olive oil and heat that up on medium-high heat. All right, now that that is heated up, we're going to add the turkey mixture, cook breaking into small pieces for 5 to 7 minutes or until cooked all the way through. So we'll let that cook and we'll be back. All right, now that the meat is cooked all the way through, we're going to add in our kale. It is going to be 6 cups of kale. So for the kale, you want the stems removed and you want it chopped. I cheat and I just get this green kale where the stems are already removed and it's already chopped. That saves a bunch of time. So we want to add that in and we want to stir frequently for about 3 minutes or until the kale starts to get slightly crispy. And we still have it on medium-high heat. So it does start to wilt down, and then it'll start to crisp up. All right, you can almost like smell it getting crispy too. So now that it's starting to do that, we're going to reduce the heat down to medium. And we're going to add our broth and gelatin mixture. Add our beans. Stir that up real good, and then we're going to add a dash of salt and a dash of peppers, and then we're going to cook it for about 2 minutes or until the pan is pretty much dry and all the liquid has absorbed. Dash of salt, dash of pepper, almost all the liquid is absorbed already. So it'll be just probably another minute or so. Okay, now that it's done, we are going to split them into my containers for the week. And this makes about 6 servings at about 1 1/3 cups each. So I'll measure out the 1 cup first, and then I'll split the remaining between the bowls. And this can also be served with Parmesan cheese and a lemon wedge on the side. Tastes really good with some fresh squeezed lemon on it. I got that, and then I got the freshly shaved Parmesan cheese, and just do a little sprinkle on each one. And then I have lemon wedges cut up, and I'll stick 1 in each. And then obviously before I heat it up for lunch, I'll take the lemon wedge out and set that aside. So there you go. That is the Tuscan bean skillet, and that is what is for lunch this week. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you make it.